down on you. Hey guys, it's Tiff and welcome back to my channel. You already know what today's video is, so I do not need to tell you twice what is up. So normally I would film this as two separate videos, but I am not happy with how late in the month I'm filming and posting this, so we're doing it as a one big video. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. We are gonna start with my May wrap up, all the books I read in May. I did not read as many as I was hoping, but the ones I did read were very, very good ones. So let's get right on into it. So the first book I read in May was Twisted Hate by Anna Hong. This is the third in the Twisted series, and I was finishing it up for a reading vlog, which if you haven't seen that, go watch it. Link below. You'll love it, I swear. Anyways, I absolutely loved this book. I gave this book a 5 stars. Literally thinking about Josh right now. Josh was actually my favorite of the book boyfriends, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna come for me for that because I know most people's favorite is Reese, but I am in a Facebook group and I recently saw someone post asking that question, and there was only one other person in the comments who said Josh, and there were a lot of people who said Josh and Jules annoyed them. I cannot relate. I absolutely loved this book. I loved their relationship. Going into this book though, I literally thought I wasn't gonna like it. I thought I wasn't gonna like them as a couple. I thought I wasn't gonna like them, period. And then I started reading it and I absolutely loved it. I loved them as a couple. Josh is literally, like I said, my favorite. There were just things he did for Jules in this book that were just so unmatched. Like, such cute things. I want to say them, but I don't want to spoil it. I'm gonna say it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It was so cute and I absolutely loved it. I fell for this man, okay? I fell for him. I loved going through and not only learning about them, but getting bits and pieces more of all the other couples. It just made it 10 times better, but I loved it so much. I would highly recommend this series if you haven't read it already. So yeah, that was my first read of the month. 10 out of 10 recommend. And then you guessed it, the next read of the month was Twisted Lies by Anna Hong, the 4th in the Twisted series. I gave this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Overall, I did really enjoy this book. I thought it was really good along with the rest of the series, but I would say their storyline is probably my least favorite of all of them. It wasn't a storyline that I guess grasped my attention as much as the second or third one. I feel like it was just less memorable to me than the other ones. So that's this one. I feel like I don't have much to say about it because again, I feel like it was the least memorable of the 4. Honestly, thinking back, instead of giving it a 4.5, I would honestly probably give it a 4 because I loved it, but again, it's the least memorable. Moving on, the next book I read was Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This is actually going to be in an upcoming reading vlog that I'm very excited about. There's a reason it's not out yet. I'll get into that later. But let me tell you, I've said this before, but Haley fam knew what she was talking about. This book is so good. 5 out of 5 stars, 6 out of 5. As many stars as I can give this book, I'm giving it, okay? This book deserves everything and more. This was just such a sweet, wholesome read. I loved the story. I loved the writing. I don't remember the last time I had this much fun reading a book. I feel like you can love a book and give a book 5 stars, but not have actual fun reading it because, like, let's talk about Magnolia Parks. I loved that book, gave it a 5 stars, but I didn't have fun reading it because it's about toxic relationships and about toxic stuff. Who's gonna have fun reading about toxic stuff? No one. But this, I loved this. I had so much fun reading it. I enjoyed every second of reading it. And also going into this book, I did not know that this book had fake dating in it. And oh my God, if you know me, you know fake dating is my favorite trope, okay? So if you have fake dating recs, leave them below. Leave them all below. I need them all. It's my favorite trope. And when I was reading this and it came up to where there was fake dating, I think I screamed. I was so excited, just so giddy, kicking my feet. I just loved it so much. Literally 10 out of 10 recommend reading this. It was so good. Absolutely loved. Again, this book deserves everything. It is perfect. Moving on, the next book I read was By a Thread by Lucy Score. Let me tell you, this might be my new favorite book. I haven't decided. I think we're gonna have to wait another few weeks, but I think about this book almost every day since I finished it. I absolutely love this book. This is also in an upcoming reading vlog, and in that video you're gonna see the end of this book. I was sobbing like a baby. I was literally bawling for the last like 2 or 3 chapters the whole way through because it was so cute. Like, they were happy tears. They were happy tears, but I couldn't hold them back. Like, it was just so adorable. I just loved this book. This book is a slow burn, okay? I used to hate slow burns. I think this made me love slow burns because this slow burn was done absolutely perfectly. Like, they're not getting into doing the dirty on page 50 or 100. So if you want a smutty book that they're gonna just, you know, get at it really early on, don't read this because I think they didn't do the deed until like page like 300 or something like that. But it was still so good. Like, genuinely loved it. I love Dominic. I literally just, as this book goes on, you just start to fall in love with him. And also, you just fall in love with Allie. This book is like enemies to lovers, grumpy sunshine. He is a grumpy boss and she is the sunshine. She brings everybody's spirits up. She's making the work environment so much better. But this book is just so good. It's so cute. Definitely not wholesome. I would definitely not say this is wholesome. But yeah, like literally 5 out of 5 stars. Also, as many stars as I can give this, I'm giving this. And I also, okay, this is a big book. We all know Lucy Score writes big books. And I loved how big it was because I got so much content. I got to see so many interactions with them, seeing so much of their personal lives and why they are the way that they are. Literally, I was hooked from the start. Every single minute of this, I enjoyed my time. Every time I picked it up, I did not want to put it down. It was just so good. If you haven't read this, please read it. Like, if you're gonna read any of these books, this needs to be the one. The wind coming from my window just shut my door and holy shit, that scared me so bad. Anyways, that's this book. Moving on. The last book I read in May is a novella and it is Son of a Beach by Mia Sosa. This is her new release. It just came out. If you know, you know. I love Mia Sosa. The Worst Best Man was the first ever romance book I ever read, and then I immediately got The Wedding Crasher, which is the second in that series, and The Wedding Crasher is my favorite book ever. The ending of that book is my favorite ending to any book. Absolutely love it. And that book is Fake Dating. Now you know where the love comes from. So whenever I saw she released this, I immediately pre-ordered it off Amazon because I needed it. Hear me out. My one complaint about this book is that it wasn't longer. This book is 82 pages, so it is a short one. Again, we just said it's a novella. But yeah, I wish it was longer. Like, I loved this so much. I thought their story was so cute. Yes, it was fast, but it's just such a cute little summary read. Like, if you're wanting a summary read, but you want something short, simple, sweet, this should be your go-to because obviously it's a novella, very short. They're literally on a private island in Cocoa Bay, okay? What could get more summary vibe than that? I don't know. So all the summary vibes, I really enjoyed it. Again, I just really wish it was longer. I wish I got more. So yeah, this is the last one. Also, look at this cover. Is this not such a cute, beautiful cover? I'm sorry, what? It's so cute. It's so cute. Okay, we're gonna move on to my June TBR. I am very, very excited to read a bunch of summery books. I feel like I haven't really tapped into the summer vibes of reading yet, so I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Okay, so the first book is actually not a summer book, and it is the reason I haven't finished this reading vlog that I was saying is coming up, because this is the last book for that video. I have kind of got myself into a slump, so I haven't finished it. I did start it, but I need to continue, and that is The Love Hypothesis by Allie Hazelwood. So far, I'm really liking it, but I did only get to page 68. I really need to pick it up. I haven't picked it up in like a week probably, so I really need to continue reading it. But yeah, this is the first on my TBR just because I already started it and I need to finish it so I can finish this reading vlog. By a Thread was just way too good and it put me in a slump. That's the first one. Okay, now moving on to the rest of my TBR. The first book we have is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I have heard amazing things about this book. Like, why would I not want to read this when all I've heard is incredible things? This book really blew up last summer, I feel like, and she just came out with a new release called Meet Me at the Lake, which I need to get, and I need to read that too, but first we're starting with this one. I honestly don't know much about this. I kind of want to go into it blind just because I personally love going into books blind, but I'm loving the vibes of this cover, okay? This cover is giving me such summer vibes, lake vibes. Those vibes are incredible, but I'm very excited. Okay, these next 3 books, this is a trilogy. If you have not already guessed what this trilogy is, where have you been? Where on Mother Earth have you been? Because you must not have been here. You must have been on Mars or something, okay? Because the trilogy trilogy we're talking about is The Summer I Turned Pretty. I cannot wait to read this trilogy. I watched the first season of the show last summer, and this was before I got into reading, so that's why I haven't read the books. And I love the show so much, and I want to read the whole trilogy this month because the new season, the second season of the show, comes out July 14th, and I am so excited for that to come out. So you know I want to read the books before the second season comes out, so I cannot wait. So the first one is The Summer I Turned Pretty. The second one is It's Not Summer Without You, and then we have We'll Always Have Summer. These are by Jenny Han. If you don't know, she also wrote To All the Boys I Loved Before. I actually surprisingly have never seen that movie. That's not the point of this video, but thought I'd throw that out there. Anyways, I cannot wait to read this trilogy because I truly loved the show. I have heard that these books just have such good summery vibes and that people love these books, okay? I have truly heard so many people say that they genuinely loved this whole trilogy, so I can't wait to read the books because we all know 9.5 out of 10 times the books are better than the movies, okay? Or the TV show or whatever, okay? We all know this. Moving on, the next book is The Summer of Christmas by Juliet and Keith Giglio. If you know me, you know Christmas is my favorite time of the year. My mom has always just been obsessed with Christmas, so like when I say obsessed with Christmas, I mean we are the family that puts their tree up before Halloween because we didn't really celebrate Halloween growing up. My parents don't like Halloween, and I honestly don't really like Halloween. I don't like scary stuff, so I decorate for Christmas extremely early. Like, Christmas is just my favorite time of the year. I love snow. I love it. So when I saw that this was a book, I was like, I had to get it. And honestly, I really think that the concept of this book is going to be so fun and cute. So it's basically about a screenwriter, and her screenplay gets picked up to be made into a movie, and she wrote it about her first love who broke her heart a couple days before Christmas. So, you know, our setting is Christmas, and it ends up being filmed in her hometown, and it's the first time she ends up seeing said first love since the incident happened. So I think the concept of this is going to be really fun, but I love how it's going to be in the middle of summer with Christmas vibes. This is going to be perfect for me. This is going to be perfect for me, and I'm so excited. Please comment down below if you're the same as me, like Christmas is your favorite time of the year and you wish it was Christmas all the time, because that's me. And if you're the same, comment below. We need to be besties. Right now we need to be besties, so let me know. The next book is The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. Holy crap, I cannot wait to read this. If you watched my bookstore vlog of me going and buying books and then did the haul, you would know what this book is about. But if you haven't, first of all, go watch that video. It was a good video. I don't know why you haven't watched it yet. Anyways, this book is about a girl who is suddenly unemployed, and she has two options: find a job very quickly or resort back to her OnlyFans. But there's a specific reason why she can't resort back to her OnlyFans. Something happened. We don't know what that is. So she ends up accepting a nanny job that she seems is too good to be true, but she basically gets begged by the single dad to take the job, so she accepts it. And then she ends up finding out that he used to be a follower on her OnlyFans, but he doesn't remember her. What? Tell me this doesn't sound so good. I know this isn't technically a summer book, at least I don't think it is, but it just came out like a couple months ago. I think it came out in April. Yeah, so this came out in April of this year, so this is a new release, and I'm so excited. I've heard nobody talking about this. I've seen nobody post about it, but I saw it at Barnes and I read the back and I was like, this sounds so good. Why is no one talking about this? So I cannot wait to read this because I think it is going to be such a good book. Okay, moving on. The last two books are in a series, and also I don't know if these are summer books or not, but I'm excited to read them nonetheless, and that is Mr. Wrong Number and The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to read. Ew, that was really ratchet. So sorry that you just had to experience that. Anyways, I'm so excited to read these. First of all, look at these covers. Are these not beautiful? Like the Princess Diaries thing. And gave you a princess. That's my favorite movie. Sorry, y'all. I'm in a silly, goofy mood today. Sorry. So Mr. Wrong Number is brother's best friend trope, and if you watch my channel, you know I love the brother's best friend trope. I read a lot of books with this trope, so I can't wait to read this. But basically what happens is Olivia has a lot of bad luck. She currently is living with her brother and his roommate, which is also his best friend. She ends up getting an anonymous text saying, "What are you wearing?" And they end up kind of sexting for weeks, and then she finds out it's her brother's best friend and they're living under the same roof. What do? Do they stop? Do they not? I can't wait to read it. Like, tell me that doesn't sound so good. Tell me that doesn't sound so good, because it does. So you can't tell me it doesn't sound good because it does, okay? Okay. And then The Love Wager. I have heard that this has some fake dating in it. Do you know what that means? That means I'm gonna love it. I don't know much about it. I kind of want to go into this one blind, so I haven't really read the synopsis or anything. I've just heard that some fake dating happens. So I'm very excited. I'm just excited for both of them. I'm excited for all the books, of course. I mean, I wouldn't be filming this and talking to y'all if I wasn't excited about all these books. Duh. Duh, 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 duh. I'm so excited. Okay, so that is all the books I read in May and all of the books I hope to read in June. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, because we have a lot of fun over here and we want you to join the fun. And with that being said, I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Ma! Okay, get out of your head, Tiffany. Oh!